I work with some black photographers. We do this kind of thing when we shoot. Yeah. So I'm going to start by asking you what your name is, what you're doing here, and where you come from. Tell us.
Pretty much originally from Guyana, but now I'm staying in New York, New Orleans and New York, back and forth. Every summer I usually come here for Carnival. I'm doing a project on the Carnival here, so I want to create a large body of work on the Carnival. So pretty much I figured that I'm going to try to do it for 5 years.
How many years have you done it so far?
3 years thus far.
Okay. How was Carnival just gone?
Oh, it's great. It's great. It's great. You know, you got to enjoy it. In the future, things might change.
That's right. It probably will.
Yeah.
Do you have a particular angle when you shoot Carnival, or just shoot whatever you see, or is it something specific that you're after when you go there?
I just want to capture the joy of the Carnival. People having a good time.
Yeah. Okay.
That's my main purpose.
Yeah. Do you have a carnival where you're from?
Yeah, there is a carnival in New York. It's called the West Indian Carnival. Actually, today's Labor Day.
Okay.
And it's happening today.
Right.
Guyana also have a carnival. I think it happens around July. So yeah.
How does it compare to Notting Hill?
The carnival in New York, the Labor Day of the West Indian Day Carnival, is pretty huge. I think once upon a time they were saying that it's either the third best carnival. You have Brazil, I think you have Trinidad, and supposedly the New York Carnival, and then probably Notting Hill Carnival. But I think you guys might surpass us in New York at the moment.
Okay. Okay. Have you been to the Brazil one?
No, that's next on the list.
Okay.
Yeah.
So is that all going to be part of your?
Yes, with my project. Yes.
Okay. Is it a 10-year project?
I would say it's a 10-year project. I'm looking to wrap it up within under 10 years. I'm looking probably 6 or 7 years. I want it to be completed.
How will you know when you've got enough footage, enough pictures?
When it becomes difficult for me to choose from.
So you're not at that point yet?
No, I'm not at that point yet.
Because that's an interesting thing that I always wonder about. When do you know when the project's over? Because
I think when you have enough images that it takes you a while to sort it out, I think that's when you know you're ready.
Okay.
You know?
And you're shooting it all on film?
All film.
By the looks of it?
Yes,
yeah.
I love film.
Okay. So tell us about your gear.
It's a Leica M6, but I always was using the Minolta CLE or the Leica CL. So I just like the feel of the rangefinder.
Okay. Yeah. You never used anything other than rangefinder before?
No, I use SLR. I use Minolta and Nikon.
Okay.
Yeah, the Nikon FM.
Yeah. But those are all film?
All film, all film.
They were like digital?
No digital.
Tell us why. What's wrong with digital?
For me, I don't like the clean look. 1 second.
Go ahead. Go.
Yeah. I don't like the clean look of digital, so that's the reason why. I like the imperfection of film.
Yeah. Okay. Any particular film stock? Favorite?
For me, it's pretty standard. I usually try to keep it consistent. So I would go with a Kodak Tri-X 400, T-Max 100.
Yeah.
Like mostly in the summer, I use T-Max because of the ISO.
Okay.
And also Portra 400.
Yeah.
And the Portra 800. I love the Portra 800s though. For color, I mostly shoot Portra 800.
Okay. So what are you shooting today?
Today I have T-Max in, and like, you know, the sun is so hot and bright that for now I'm shooting the Kodak T-Max 100.
So is this your preferred conditions, or do you prefer it overcast to grey?
Overcast.
Yeah?
Overcast, yeah.
Okay.
So that's the reason why I actually lower my ISO film stock.
Yeah.
Because of the brightness.
Okay. Well, we're in Brixton and we're gonna watch you at work.
Alright.
Yeah? See how you operate. What kind of images are you looking for street photography?
Anything unusual.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Unusual gesture, you name it. The way a person look, the way a person dress,
yeah.
You know? Anything unusual.
Okay. So people, basically.
Yeah, people. Pretty much people, but also I'm getting into landscape.
Yes.
I'm getting into landscapes too.
Yeah.
I love landscape. Probably later in life, like most of the old timers, I might retire to landscape photography.
How about cityscape?
Cityscape too. Cityscape too.
Yeah.
But I like the meditation of landscape, the peacefulness.
Yeah.
So it's more when you walk in and you one with nature. So I like that.
Okay. Cool. So what is your approach on street photography? Do you stand in one place, wait for people?
No,
do you move about?
I move about. I'm a hunter.
Yeah.
I don't, what do you call it? Fishing?
Fishing.
I don't fish.
Is there a reason why you don't fish?
Because it's a constant flow. Life is a constant flow.
Okay. You know, go. Do your thing, man.
Yeah, I mean, think about it. You're in one place and there's so much other stuff is going on around you, but you're here, you know? It's like life.
Yeah.
You know, you got to get up and get it. It doesn't come to you, you know? So I feel that's similar in photography. You got to get up and get it.
Okay. How do you know when a shot is worth taking?
Just speak to you. You know what? I don't question my intuition. I've learned a long time ago when something said, take that shot, I take that shot, and then I figure it out later, you know? So that's how I operate. But I mean, over the years, I travel, I experience different things, or even from childhood. I pretty much had a rich childhood as far as experiences. So I kind of take from that. I pull from that.
How different is it shooting on the street in Brixton, shooting on the street where you live?
It's no different.
No?
It's no different.
Okay.
People are the same, and especially when you shoot in a black community, the energy is the same, you know, it's consistent.
Okay. Well, we're watching you, it's all good. You're scanning the horizon.
Yeah, scanning but if you want, we could move around.
Yeah, let's move. Let's move. Feel free.
Now, it's your part of town. Let's see.
This is the strip where I normally shoot.
Yeah, so let's go down this way. Because the sun is behind us. You know?
Yeah. See, look, I'm out here with my Gambian hat. On such a sunny day, you need something like this to deflect the light. Otherwise, you burn up. So it's good. It's all good. So it's good. It's always interesting to see how other people do street photography because there's no one way.
No,
you know?
No.
Everybody does it different. Some people, they're shadow hunters. You know, they want the fan host style. You know.
Yeah.
Some people will stop people on the street and ask them. You know, I prefer candid.
I do the same too.
Yeah.
I do the same. I mean, I ask for a shot, but also what I've learned, sometimes I take that shot, and if that person is that interesting, I would go up to them and ask them.
You get more.
To do a portrait, you know?
Yeah.
As you would say, work the scene.
Work the scene, man.
Yeah.
But like I was saying yesterday, I don't really have any qualms of shooting anything on the street. Some people do. What is yours? What's your line where you don't want to cross?
Kids and homeless people.
And that's because you have a reason?
Well, kids are still young, and you know, in this society, they don't want people to get exist. Yeah.
Respect. There's a character.
Yes.
Yes.
You know, I know how parents they are. I mean, if you have a kid and people take a picture of the kid, you might be a little bit offended.
Yeah.
So I do the same.
Yeah.
You know? All right.
You have children?
No kids yet.
No kids yet.
Yes, working on it.
Yeah, they're a major impediment to street photography and cameras, kids having children.
Yeah, you know, sometimes what I've learned about photography, you have to have an obsession and passion for it. And, sometimes I feel bad because that's all I care about sometimes is photography and photography. Because it captures like the old West Indian shopping, you know?
They can be funny though. the old West
Oh,
Indians
they are
sometimes.
funny. You know it already.
In terms of cameras.
No, they don't like cameras. They don't like cameras. The last time I was here, Elder called me over. She said, "Come over here, Sonny." She said, "What are you doing? What you doing taking my picture?" So I said, explain it to her, show exactly what I do. And she will just be careful, Sonny. You know?
You got away with it then?
Yeah, I got away.
You're probably because of your accent.
Yeah.
You twanged it.
That's exactly
That's
why.
what you did, man. Well, if you can use it, man. It's a license. It's a license to shoot.
Yeah, you know, certain people understand. I mean, your people that understand you, even if they don't get you at first.
Yeah.
And you sit down and you take your time and you explain to them, they would be open,
Yeah.
you know?
Because they think the worst, that's what it is.
Yeah,
when they see the camera, they think child molester or sex offender or...
I wouldn't think I'm taking pictures. That's why I stay away.
Yeah,
from
I
kids.
know.
I'm
It is, it's
adults.
dicey. It is dicey. It's dicey. But the way I see it, the streets belongs to everybody. Old people, young people,
Yeah, but you know...
homeless people, you know, people who have, you know, in wheelchairs or whatever it is. And it's all part of the street, and they're all beings. That's how I see it. So
yes, we see that photographer, but it's always too harsh. You have our view and their view, and their view is that why are you taking a picture? I didn't give you permission. It's all about permission.
That's right. And on top of that, they don't understand street photography anyway.
Because it's like if I tell you what I do, especially to the old timers, they say, "So you just walk up to strangers and take a strange person picture?" That's impolite.
Yeah.
You know. I guess we could go down this way.
Oh, well, if we just camp on right here for a bit, because this is a nice crossroads. This is a nice junction. If you stand here on any day,
A lot of interesting people passing here.
and you can spot them and get ready for them. And just spin around and do your thing.
You know, but what I like about this area here, like I would come out here around this time when the sun is that high, but around
After
6,
it dips over the hill, over there.
6 o'clock, perfect time.
Yeah. Shot in time.
Yeah.
Golden hour.
Yeah, you can actually shoot into that direction, you know.
Get him?
Yeah.
How do you know when you got him?
Oh, it's obvious.
Yeah.
Everything was, I set it up within distance, range finding.
Yeah.
So he was in that space.
Did he see you?
I think his mind is somewhere else, you know. He's pretty much studying where he's going.
How do you break through that barrier of being scared of being seen?
I would say the only way you overcome that fear is by doing it. You know, there's no substitute for it. You know, you have to be practical.
Yeah.
And that's about it, getting closer. And I remember for me, one of the reasons I overcome my fear too is like taking pictures from a distance, and then when you look at your pictures, you were so unsatisfied with it. It's like there was no connection, you know? So that's why I like to get in close and personal.
You're 28, man, that's why.
28, that's it.
You ever tried 35?
I did try 35, but 28 is good enough for me. I just use your feet, you know? Use your feet.
That's one lens.
Yeah, that's it.
50? 50 millimeter?
Oh, that's you?
Have you ever tried it?
Oh, yeah. I started out with 50.
Yeah.
I started with 50, then I went to 35.
Yeah.
And when I was in Cuba, I had problem with the 35. It wasn't wide enough.
Yeah.
And that's why I changed to 28.
Yeah. It's funny, but you don't really see the street photographers in the UK. They usually go to West End. They don't come to Brixton. And I always wonder about that, why they don't come to Brixton.
I think, well, you got to ask yourself, who's doing it?
Yeah.
Who's doing street photography in Brixton? Who's doing in London?
Well, it's mainly white street photographers. Mainly.
You know, you go where you're comfortable. You know?
Yeah. True.
I mean, for me, I'm comfortable anywhere. You know?
Yeah. Well, we have to be in it. And if you can tackle somewhere like this, you can tackle anywhere.
Exactly.
I'm telling you. People are scared of South London. There's something about South London I've heard street photographers say.
It could be aggressive.
Yeah.
It could be aggressive.
In South London, aggressive. And it's true because when I go to other areas, it just feels so easy. The people smile at you and stuff when they see you. But in Brixton,
low hanging fruits. That's what I said.
Yeah.
Low hanging fruits.
We gotta do with that camera there. Yeah, take my fish off. Everyone's aggressive.
Yeah, it's aggressive.
It is what it is. It is what it is.
Bad shot. Take that.
There you go. Just do your thing, man. I'll catch it. See, it's not glamour. Street photography is not glamour. There's no sexy music played in the background. We're just out here, you know, roughing it in the waves. And at this time in Brixton, 4 o'clock, 5 o'clock, is when it's really, really busy.
Yeah.
I don't know if you like that.
Rush hour.
It is rush hour, trust, because we've got a tube station there. People just rushing out the tube station. We've got all the buses here that people are going to go jump on to come out of Brixton, because people just transiting through the area. But I love it. This is me. This is Brixton. This is what I love. There's this video of I think it's Joel Meyerowitz on the street corner.
I remember that.
That's what this reminds me of.
Yeah.
That corner, and he's just in the middle of
pacing back and forth.
Yeah. Doing his thing, man. Tell us about your favorite street photographer. Who started you off? Who inspired you?
Again, Robert Frank, definitely. I love his work.
How did you come across his work?
I came up just going through books. I went to go to the library, and all the photography books that was there, I would probably spend time sitting in the library going through all of these books.
So you was already into photography?
Yeah, I was already into it. I was doing landscapes. At that time, I didn't even know that street photography existed, you know?
Same here.
And still I came across all of these Meyerowitz and all these guys, then I realized that part of what I was doing is street photography.
Anybody else?
I mean, Vivian Maya.
Yeah.
But she came after.
Right.
Well, I still love her work.
You think that could happen today? Vivian Maya?
Oh, yeah.
You think so?
Yeah. There is a Vivian Maya out there, man. Right now.
Is it?
Yeah.
That you know of?
No, not personally.
Yeah.
But yet to be discovered,
okay.
You know what I mean? Gordon Parks, of course.
Yes.
He's my first and foremost, you know?
Yeah.
The reason why I like him is because the work that I'm pretty much doing here, that's what he has been doing. So I don't have much, you know. I zone in on those two, and that's it. All the rest that came across is a plus. Gary Rinnebrand, I like him because he pretty much doing the same thing that we're doing here right now, you know. It's there's so many good photographers, you know. I like documentary photographers too. All those Magnum photographers, it's great.
Is there any photographers that are alive now that you know of, or any that you know personally that you respect?
Well, Meyerowitz is one of them. I respect him.
I mean, even people that are not famous.
I know. I'm thinking about those people right now. Who work that inspired me?
The man's on the ends, on where you live or wherever. Or are you the only street photographer?
I like a guy that shoots out of Mississippi, Rory Doyle.
Okay.
I like his eye. You know, I like the way he sees things. I saw him at work, and I like his vision. That's a chicken she have in her hand.
A chicken?
Yeah, a whole chicken.
Well, she must be hungry, innit?
She's gonna cook that chicken.
Yeah, cook the chicken, man. Look at this, look at this, look at this. The crew. Yeah.
Very similar to Brooklyn, same energy.
Yeah. How patient are you?
Pardon me?
Patient. How patient?
I am. I'm very patient.
Oh.
Very.
That helps.
Yeah.
I'm not very patient, I must admit. I should be more patient.
I look at it as someone says, not a sprint.
Yeah.
I'm not racing down the mountain, you know?
Yeah.
I'm going to walk down that mountain.
I don't know what it is with me, because I just can't seem to wait, and then I'll move and then I'll miss the shot that just comes out of nowhere that I should have waited for.
This is interesting here.
Yeah. Smooth operator. Have you had any bad reactions since you've been here?
Oh yeah, 2 days ago.
Yeah.
I took a picture of a family, but pretty much the person had a frame and it was two people's faces in the frame. So that was my aim, but there was kids below, but it was above. And Granny chased me down, man. Granny chased me down and said, "Sonny, what are you doing? I heard you was taking pictures of me and my family." I said, so first of all, I just took up my phone and assured her what to do and explained to her that it's no harm in it. I'm a street photographer. I didn't take pictures of the kids. I take a picture of the person that was holding the frame. And this is what I do. I go around and I take pictures in the African diaspora. And when I see a beautiful black family, I love to take pictures of them. But there was none with the kids. It was just the two elders. She said, okay. She said, thank you for explaining. And even the people that I was with was like, wow, you really express yourself and talk her down.
Yeah, that's
but
cool.
Sometimes it's just, people just want to know, you know?
Yeah.
And they had the right to know too.
Yeah.
They have a right to know.
Yeah. So it's all about stance and being able to not think the worst. Because sometimes we make it worse by the way we respond.
And also it helps. Maybe next time I'm going to try to walk with a bigger bag and have a book or something or a portfolio. And I highly recommend it for photographers. Not only show them on Instagram, because when you show them on Instagram, the first thing they think, oh, this picture is online. So have something that a print, have your work printed so you could show them it. I think that's a better way to go.
Cool.
So I'm going to make sure that the next time I'm around, that's one of the things I'm going to work and have a little portfolio with my images and also a bigger bag to make sure that I can be able to carry it around.
Not too big, do your backing.
Yeah. A little wider, a little wider enough to fit a book inside, you know?
Yeah.
You remind me of an old West Indian Windrush that came back in the days to London, you know?
They're the ones that are left, man.
Yeah.
They're the old school.
You could recognize them from the way they dress, you know?
Yeah. You don't have that in Brooklyn.
You do in certain community, like Flatbush. You have that in Flatbush because that's an old West Indian community. You have that over there. You have the old Caribbean. Yeah, you have that.
I thought you was going for part.
You got a shot of him?
I thought you was going for part 2 then.
Nah. I already got my shot. I got a nice close up, you know.
Cool. So with those kind of shots, you're just going for expression. You're going for a face.
Well, there's some, but in a situation like this here, you don't have the chance to go for everything. You got to pick out what you want. For me, is a style, the way you dress, the way you look. So that's what I'm looking for. You have to narrow it down. You can't think too much.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, it's a congested area, so you have about so much space to work with. And it's a 28 too, so even when I shoot, I still have room to play with. You know.
So what's going to happen with your films?
Well, I'm over in New Orleans, so what's going to happen is that I've been dealing with a printer in New York, a developer, and I'm pretty much going to send my work to them and have it developed and scanned, because I really don't have the time, to be frank with you.
And when you get the scans back, you just go through them and...
Yeah, I just go through them. They usually send me back the negative also, which I archive. And that's it for later on, when the book or whatever I'm going to do in the process, I can go over it and get better scans.
Yeah. High res.
High res scans.
So you just get like little low res ones.
Yeah, just get low res scans.
Yeah. Cool.
Because high res is a little bit more expensive.
Yeah. Forgot you're shooting mono, innit?
Huh?
You're shooting black and white, innit?
Yeah, black and white.
Do you ever regret choosing black and white when you get out there and it's nice and sunny and everybody's in colour?
Oh, well, you got to pick it, and it definitely, you know, Carnival, I know definitely you have to shoot colour, you know. So colour have its place. But over here, I'm mostly looking at the figure, the face, you know.
Grayscale, innit?
Yeah, I'm not looking for...
stay awake until tomorrow.
You know, there's certain... Yeah, I'm not looking for that. Brixton has helped because, to be frank with you, being Brixton and predominantly Africans and Caribbean people, we were a little bit more colorful, you know?
Yeah.
Right here.
Yeah.
Back.
Tell us about the Leica. Why the Leica? Why Leica, man?
Oh, all the greats, man. That's what they use. It's a great instrument. You know, when you have an instrument, okay, this girl coming here with the flowers, I definitely I love flowers.
So it's because you saw the greats with the Leica, that's why you went for it?
No, it's okay. You have the best tool to work with, right?
Mm-hmm.
So there's no excuse.
Right.
It's not when you go out there and this doesn't work, you're working with the best tools. That's it. And it's just a tool to me, you know? That's all. I know you could use anything that you want to use, but I want to use this.
Because a lot of photographers, street photographers in particular, use Leica. That's what I noticed. Well,
the thing about it, what some photographers think is that you're shooting a Leica, so every picture is going to be marvelous.
Is that not true? Isn't it true?
But the glass is good. That's what I'm saying. You got a good glass. As long as you have a good lens, the glass is good.
Yeah.
But it's still your vision, you know. You still have to create that vision. See this woman coming with a hat there to the side, the whole right there. I see her shoes or her puppies.
Yeah. Okay.
You didn't take a picture, did you?
Where did you take that picture? Look at you, man. Your hat to the side, your shoes, styling, man.
Gangster.
No man, style.
This
is my husband's hat. So
yeah. You take it from him.
He died.
Oh, sorry to hear.
We used to be everywhere going together.
Yeah. Go on. Proper.
Very well. Very well.
I want to catch this arcade scrolly thing that you Leica people do when the film runs out. See? Youngsters don't know nothing about this. You have to take out something inside the camera and put this film in. And then you keep going. Does it take a battery?
No.
No battery.
So I shoot a little bit of color.
Okay, switching up now.
Switching up, you know, that was black and white.
What you got? Portrait.
This is what I'm shooting.
Okay.
Alpha,
Yeah, I love that. I love that extra stuff. Is that expired?
Huh? No. This is a fresh batch. Actually.
Okay. That's hard to get. Well, here it is.
Yeah, it's a little bit hard to get from online. Hello.
Can I see the picture?
It's filmed there.
Oh, it's filmed.
But if you want, I could give you my my Instagrams when I develop it.
Oh, yes, please.
Yes.
You're going to post it?
It varies. Let's see how the picture comes out first. Yeah. But I could definitely hand over the picture to you. Want me to do it?
The video will be online though.
Video?
Yeah.
Yeah, you guys should get it.
Oh. Oh. So here we go. 24. Is it 24, 36?
Sorry.
This is 36.
You don't have to snip off a bit of the edge.
No, you don't.
That's the old Leicas, right?
Yeah.
Sound like an AK-47. Lock and load.
Go.
Yeah, good to go.
Test my zone, make sure everything is sharp. Yep. Good to go.
Zone focus.
Yeah.
7 feet?
Yeah. 4.
4 feet. Whoa. I usually do 7.
I usually do 8, but again, I'm shooting in this parameter, you know, and I'm using my legs.
All right, let's talk about AI. Will AI take over street photography?
I hope it don't.
What do you think? What's your feeling on it?
I think that we should learn to use it, but I don't think that it should be our focus. The only problem I have with AI is that it takes from photographers, you know. It's stealing from photographers, and that's my problem with AI. AI is not creative, you know. It's pretty much taking my images and altering it. And also, my problem with AI is that who do you sue for that? You know, so that's my issue with AI. But I feel that it's going to always be a niche for people that really enjoy photography. AI is going to have its own crowd, and photographer is going to be something separate, you know.
You think it'll be something that you will use?
At this moment, to be honest with you, I'm not interested in using it because to me it's not creative. So it's not on my radar. But I've learned that you could get left behind. So make sure you learn it, make sure you know it. As I said, know the beast.
Beautiful, huh? Beautiful light, yeah. This is where it really starts kicking off with the light. Are you alright? Some tragedy there.
Feel bad.
Yeah.
But like you said, there's no.
It's what it is, man. She'd be crying if we weren't here. So
That's true. The light is beautiful through here, though, right?
And long shadows.
Yeah, I like this shot with the mother walking with the dog.
Yeah.
I love the colors through here too, you know? The light is perfect through here, right?
Yeah.
I love the veil, like seeing her face through the veil.
Why are we
It always happens behind you. You gotta have eyes in the back of your head.
Can't get better than this, man. Brixton is live, man.
Yeah. There you go. There you go.
Get this shot here. 1 second.
Okay. So we're now in golden hour. We're in the right place at the right time. With the right film, in the right camera. Chasing light. So, we see what happens. You've got to be ready. Just be ready.
And all of us.
Right, you're in the rough Brixton now. This is the rough part. You have to be mind sharp how you move on this piece now. Anything can happen.
There's a line over there.
Yeah. But you notice on this side all the gentrified shops.
Yes,
on that side is all what's left.
Yeah, exactly.
So they do one side first, and then they'll come for that side
Yeah,
next.
they come in.
Because even this, with all the hip hop artists, that's a gentrified. It's a gentrified little place.
Yeah, all those little shops in there, you see the fixing them up?
Yeah. Yeah.
I love the light, though. The light hits you. This is nice shot. But taking the kids with the family, but yeah.
You're gonna break your own rule.
Yeah, but
sometimes.
light is this, you know.
Yeah.
So where we go from here? So we take a few.
It's probably that way is better.
Today is a good day, man. You know.
Yeah.
Again, there's no feeling like being out with your camera, doing what you love, man.
Yeah, going where you please, following the light, not looking at the clock or worrying about this or that. And those, as you said, is the best days. That's a nice little shot.
This is the real Brixton community, yeah?
There you go. Green hair and red hair.
Yeah, man. You see that light, man?
Yeah.
But again, the kids, huh? Look at the kids, you know?
See?
But it's just so real. It's so real, you know? Had to be
Yep.
family and everything, the color and the light, and it's just perfect.
Why do you take pictures?
For me,
Yeah.
it started off that I love it, but I realized it's more than that. I think it helps with my mental. You know, it calms me down. How you doing, sir? Man, you look beautiful, man. You mind if we get a picture of you?
Yeah, sure.
Thank you, sir. Right here. What's your name?
Lee.
Lee, it's a pleasure to meet you, man. I love your style, Lee. Thank you so much for this here.
Cheers.
Thank you. Cheers.
I guess that's why you take pictures, because it frees you
Yeah, yeah.
on the street. You meet new people.
Meets new people. You get a chance to interact. It takes you out of your comfort zone. You know. And in this day and age, think about it. Everybody's on social media. People don't talk to people in the streets anymore. So, photography people are a dinosaur. You know what I mean? You know, say for example, you didn't doing this. If you're not a salesman, you wouldn't be meeting people in the street and talking to them. You know. Oh, you learn so much. You meet people from all walks of life that tells you a different story, what they've been through, where they're going, you know, what they have achieved in life, and all across all types of people.
What advice would you give somebody just coming into street photography?
What advice? As long as you get health and strength, take as many pictures as you can. You know, because tomorrow is not promised. So when you have the opportunity, okay, I'm gonna tell you something. For me, I remember living in New York. 1 second. I remember living in New York, and after I left New York, I regret not taking enough pictures. So when you're living in a certain space and time, and you're occupying that space and time, make the best of that situation. Because as you know, time changes and you might move on. But when you move on, you have captured that period. So that's my advice to street photographers, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Film or digital?
For me, it's gonna always be film, you know what I mean?
Would you encourage anybody else to do film? A new person?
Huh?
Would you encourage a new person to be film or photography or not?
Yeah, digital. Shoot digital, because when you're young, you don't have that money to burn in film. As you know, film is getting very expensive. So, I mean, for me, as long as I could afford to shoot film, I'm going to shoot film. Until the day, when it comes to a point that I cannot afford to shoot film anymore, I'm going to move on. But for a young person that is not coming up in this, shoot digital and learn from it and practice as much. With film, is less room for errors, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So don't waste your money making errors with film, it's too expensive.
Okay. Last words of wisdom. Any last words of advice Words of wisdom. Do you have any conclusion about shooting in Brixton? Anything that you want to say?
It's beautiful, you know. Growing up, when you watch all of those, what was those regular movies back in the days with Oswald? When they had the song system.
Babylon.
Babylon. That would inspire me about Brixton. Watching Babylon as a young person and seeing the community and what it was all about. That has, you know, that's what I said for photography is like literally pulling from your memory, pulling from your bank. That was in my bank. That was my bank. So every time I think of London, I think of that movie Babylon, what it is back in the days. And that's why I wanted to shoot in Brixton, because this was the heart of the Caribbean here, you know. So that's why, but it's a shell of itself. But you know what? I'm here. I'm making the best of it. There's still remnants here of what the community used to be. So that's what I'm capturing.
Capturing the embers.
Yes, exactly.
Give your online, your Insta.
My Instagram is Inferno Photos, like Dante Inferno. Inferno Photos. Just look for me. It's have a Guyanese flag at the side of it, so that's where you can find me. Inferno Photos.
Excellent.
Thank you.
Thanks for shooting our Brixton. Hope you enjoyed it.
Brother. Thank you, brother. You've been a great host.
I know there's going to be some great pictures.
I hope so. I hope so. I just have to keep my fingers crossed. It's film.
Yeah. Do you have to do anything special taking it through X-ray machines and stuff?
Yeah, so pretty much what I do before, I remember finding the rules about that with TSA. It's pretty much put it in a clear plastic bag, take it out of everything, just have the bare film inside the bag, not in the capsule. Take it out, take everything out, so pretty much it's easy for them to sort through it, and that's it.
They don't scan it or anything like that?
No, they do a hand check.
Okay.
So pretty much they open it and they have a meter to read it. That's it.
Okay, cool. Well, good luck. Fingers crossed. Hopefully,
fingers crossed,
everything will be all right.
Hopefully, I'll get some beautiful images from this from Brixton.
Zoom.
Because actually, I spend majority of my time shooting here. I went to Peckham and certain neighborhoods. I still have some time, so I'm probably gonna go over to Peckham again and what's called the Ridley Market.
Yes.
Yeah, I still want to explore that. So.
Okay.
Yeah, but I would say I did fairly amount of shooting in Brixton, so.
Respect.
Yeah.
It's all good. It's good to meet a Leica man. Us lowly Canon shooters, you know. You can't look bad with a Leica. It's true.
It always reminds me of is like back in the days in Brooklyn when you're doing a party and you do have the posters.
Yeah.
You know, because there's not much of that these days, you know.
Yeah.
So
true.
That's what it
it's all
reminds
online,
me of,
isn't it?
going through Flatbush and seeing all these posters.